Alright, so we're going to be working on some wrist mobility, wrist strengthening stuff today before getting into a ton of pull-ups and push-ups, bench stuff. So what's going to happen is people are going to start in just a nice kneeling position. You're going to start up on a nice tight fist, and athletes are going to lower down as far as they can. This may be their range of motion where there's some space between their wrists and the floor. Others are going to be able to get down all the way. Notice that my shoulder is slightly behind my wrist to start. I'm not starting stacked right on top, just taking a little weight off of that wrist. You're going to do about 10 on each side, so just switching side to side, one at a time. And if that's enough for some people, that's fine. If others want to move on, the next step would be to be on both wrists and just lowering down to both wrists at once, doing them together. In between all of these sets, get people doing wristy twisties, weird things like that, shaking the wrists out, stretching the wrists out. Just helps a ton with being able to do this longer term. The next step would be back into the both fists at the same time. You're in kind of a tabletop position, and then from here they're going to lower down onto both wrists and see if their chest can come down, and then pop back up into that push-up. Both lower, chest down. The full movement would be to eventually work into being a little more stacked in doing it, and eventually working towards having those toes up. That is really hard. I can't even really quite do it without doing one hand at a time. It's really fucking hard. So go home and try it on your own as well, but just be respectful of the movement and encourage your athletes to be as well. No one's going to be stepping up and doing wrist push-ups, most likely today.